It has been the first day back for the majority of teachers in England and in Wales. Now, today, probably for most of us, wasn't the first day back with the students. It's a staff meeting, inset, training day. I thought I'd run through a list of things that I think will have, at least one of these, will have definitely happened during that first inset day back. The first thing you do when you get to school is you go and find your teacher bestie and greet them like you've not seen them in a year, even though it's probably been a day since you last saw them or spoke to them. But the fact that you're seeing them in a school context makes it really special, so you're straight to them for a bit of a catch up. The next thing you are going to see at the first inset day is everyone flaunting their new teacher planners for the academic year. Number of staffies who's like the staff room coordinator who's having a good old moan about the staff room fridge, the fact that someone left some food in there even though they clearly stated it needs clearing out before the end of term. They might be having a good old gripe about people not paying tea money, or these are the staff members that are already hounding you for the deposit for the Christmas party. There's always going to be members of staff sitting in that first staff meeting back who are clearly multitasking. Now, some are more subtle than others. Some will have the laptop open, looking like they're paying attention, but actually getting on with some lesson planning, whilst others are just blatantly cutting out a display. Even got the laminator humming when you're trying to get through a staff meeting, just getting on with their displays. Or at the time, whoever's leading that first inset day back will have spent so much time preparing that staff training to meticulous detail, but you're not telling me there's been an inset you've sat through where whoever's leading it has just been winging it. And fair dues, they've wanted the break as well. They switched off during those 6 weeks. They've got back and had a massive panic about having to do a staff meeting, so they've just winged it. There is always a member of staff who over the summer has took up a new hobby and started baking, watching Great British Bake Off and thinking I can do that, brings in loads of sweet treats, but they soon get a complex when no one eats them because we're all starting a new diet now that we're back at school. But this shows how boring a staff meeting is, because if the staff meeting is really dragging, those sweet treats demolished by break time. If you are that member of staff who's done the baking, don't get a complex if there's still a few cakes on that first day. Some people's willpower can last that day, but trust me, as soon as those children come back into school, they will be gone, vanished. In every first inset day back, there will be a little bit of housekeeping. Yeah, even though you've worked at the school for 10 years, you'll still be told where the fire exits are, where the toilets are. Now, if you've had any sort of building work at your school over the summer holidays, you will get an update on that first inset day. But I'll tell you what that update will say. It will say that we've not managed to finish it during the summer, so there will be a little bit of disruption, but we're hoping it's going to be finished as soon as possible. I hope this doesn't happen, but if the first inset day back is based or mentions Ofsted, you know you're in for a rough ride this academic year. Got any new members of staff during that first inset, they will be introduced to the rest of the team where they have to stand up and get paraded like the penguins of Madagascar. Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. You're right, you okay. At some point during the day, you're going to get pregnant watch, like it's some sort of transfer deadline day feature where the head normally throws it to deputy to give you an update on who's pregnant, who's expecting, which is a weird concept that you're just finding out exactly what your colleagues have been up to during the summer. Join me live where I can confirm that Lucy in year 1 is pregnant. She's expecting. We do not know the gender of the child. There's not been a gender reveal party, or we weren't invited, but she's played this brilliantly. She's going to be finishing just before the end of the year, meaning she will get paid over the summer break. Classic, well played you. Of course, part of the first day back will be dates for your diary, running through exactly what's happening, when it's happening, even though you can use shared calendars on pretty much any platform, Microsoft, Google, Apple. And the hardest thing you need to do on that first staff meeting back is just try and stay awake. And there will always be a member of staff who is fighting against having a little snooze because you've been doing it 3-4 times a day during the summer holidays. And if you clock onto that, it can become quite a fun game where you can put bets on how long they last before they just completely conk out and start snoring.